Welcome to the Best Guy Podcast, where we talk about personal development. Today's topic is going to be loneliness to self-improvement. Today, the reason why I want to talk about loneliness is because I recently heard a study that said 50% of Americans are lonely. How many of you are lonely? And if this affects you, or if you know anyone this affects, then let me know. Put in the comments. But the reason why I want to do this is because I don't want anybody to feel lonely. People ask me, because I'm blind, do you feel or do you get lonely? And I usually tell them no. I'm too busy to be lonely. I have the culture shock videos on YouTube. I have the narrative financial videos on Fridays. And I have this podcast, which I'm doing visual this month, and I'm gonna see how this does, because I didn't want to just do audio. I want to go back to video. So I wanted to try something different, so I'm recording in my truck. Guys, how many of you, or girls, how many of you are lonely? What do you do when you get lonely? I'm mentally too busy to be lonely. I'm thinking about topics on videos. I'm thinking about my workouts, because I do work out. I work out like 3 days a week, and I'm busy thinking about what I'm gonna eat, what my plans are for the week, when I'm gonna hang out with my brother. So these are just some of the topics I wanted to do. If you like this kind of video, give me a thumbs up so I can keep doing videos in my truck, and I can keep recording here instead of doing the audio. I think this would be better, but I want to see what you guys think of this version of the podcast. And I'm releasing it tomorrow, which I'm recording the day before, and I'm gonna upload it tomorrow. So guys, I just want to know what you think about loneliness. For me, I think the loneliest I ever felt was when I got released from a job from Safeway. Or not released, I left the job because my eyesight was getting bad. My boss told me that she was afraid that I might get hit by a car, which I almost did. I always tell the story of I almost got hit by a green car, but it wasn't the car's fault. I moved when I shouldn't have, and it would have been my fault. But I'm glad I did it. I left the job, not that I got in the way, but because if I didn't leave that job, I might have got hit by a car. I might have hit somebody with a cart in the store. I might have ran into someone, maybe a little kid, an elderly lady, or as they call them, seasoned woman, because they're seasoned, kind of like an NFL pro. You know, you get older, you get seasoned. Okay, but I just was after that, I just felt lonely, because when I left the job, I had the realization that I wasn't gonna work anymore. I wasn't gonna do what I love, and I loved that job. I was good at it, and every boss wanted me to stay. Managers still ask if I got my eyesight back, would I return? And the answer was yes, and it still is yes. And I would still do these videos. I would still do everything I'm doing. I would just be extra busy. Right now, I try to train people as much as I can in working out, because I want to stay as busy as I can, on my purpose, on my grind. And when you're on your purpose and on your grind, then you don't get lonely. But at that point, I didn't know. I was just home, I was working out, and I just got lonely. Working out was my life. I left church months ago before that, or maybe a year or two. So, and after that, it was just a lonely feeling. I didn't know what to do with my time. Yeah, that was kind of a tough time. I think that's the only time I could ever relate because I didn't have anything going. I stopped going to church. Later on, I came back to church, got saved, started keeping myself busy with drums, Bible studies, preaching. And as you can tell, this is a tough subject for me because I have to think back at that time. But how many of you felt lonely in your life? What did you do to overcome that? Even in 2020, I had my brother. I was hanging out with him all the time. I wasn't lonely then. I had friends. Hung out with my friends. My brother's friends became my friends. And they cared for me like a brother rather than a brother's friend. So I still love them. I still love seeing them when I can. And when I can, I want to grab Dairy Queen with them sometimes because that's what we did a lot in 2020. We had a lot of Dairy Queen. Although it's not that good for you, but it's just the time. You can always make more money, but you can't get more time. Just think about it like that. So guys, if you're lonely, maybe join a sport, join the gym, join something, a club. And maybe you won't be as lonely. Try to occupy your time. That's pretty much what I did in the last maybe 10 years. Sometimes I work out. I used to work out too where I was too exhausted to do anything. So try to occupy your time. Watch beneficial videos on YouTube. Things that will help you, that will edify your mind, edify your spirit, edify your heart, edify your personality, edify your finances. How's that? How many of you do that? Improve your body. Sometimes the way our body is, it can affect our mind. Like if you're working out, they say there's a chemical that gets released that that makes you feel better. Maybe dress a little better. Wear a nice shirt. Wear some cool shades. I'm just joking on that one. I'm just having a little fun today because it's my first audio back. I'm kind of getting used to it in this new Best Guy podcast studio. And maybe watch YouTube videos on personal development. Men, watch personal development for men videos. Maybe watch the Culture Shock on Mondays and other personal development videos. Women, watch women personal development videos. Things that will help you improve your life, not things that the world or other women will destroy your relationships, destroy your life sometimes. I see a lot of TikTok videos that are very destructive, they say cheat on your man, this is how you can cheat on your man, or these other things. But we want to become better than we were yesterday. We want to be better tomorrow than we were today. So guys, girls, keep improving. That's another way to overcome loneliness. Work out mentally. Some people are into arts and craft. I've never been into arts and craft because you have to have the fingers for it. Crocheting, weaving, jewelry making, just stuff like that are very tough. And I can't do that. I don't have the, I mean, even if I had eyesight, I always say I don't have the patience for it. I'm not good on the computer, so I would not do stuff like that. But I try to do the YouTube videos and everything on my own. Sometimes it's kind of hard, and sometimes the wording might be messed up on the title, guys, but give me a break. I'm blind, so I just try to do the best I can with what I have. But try to get over loneliness by doing something, keeping yourself active. Maybe do some games on your phone that will help you think, like word games. I remember doing that with one of my friends. I went to their house and we were doing these word things. You had to come up with words. It was on the phone, so you could do that anywhere. You can cause your mind to think like that. Just thinking games, a lot of thinking games. So just cause yourself to become better. I mean, when you start becoming better, you just feel better about yourself. When you see your finances grow, that's why I really push on finances, because you're not stressed out about bills. You're not in a negative mindset about bills. You have a different outlook when you have your finances right. You're not like just barely made it, but you're like, I got money for that. I'm not gonna stress. I can eat out after this. But just constantly self-improve. That's how you can beat loneliness. But tomorrow I start my when I record this, I'm gonna do my cardio. This should be coming out on a Sunday, so I'll be working out, starting my 6-week or maybe 8-week phase, depending on how I feel after 6 weeks. Mass building, and it's going to start with cardio. So, but that's what I'm going to start doing tomorrow, and I'll be worn out for the first week. So guys, constantly improve in every way you can. If you need to lose weight, maybe go for a run, maybe ride a bike, maybe watch your diet. Tomorrow, my first meal, I do a intermittent fasting, and the first meal I'm gonna do is probably down some sausage McMuffin copycats, which is just turkey, sausage, 2 slices of cheese, and English muffin, and maybe like 2 or 3 of those bad boys, and get ready to hit the weights, or not the weights, the cardio later on, which is body weight cardio. So guys, we gotta constantly improve in that, get healthier. If you're not, if you need, see a nutritionist, physical therapy, or not, a personal trainer. So, but just constantly keep yourself busy. Maybe learn to cook something. Maybe you eat out a lot. Maybe learn to cook. There's a guy named Remington James. He's on YouTube. Just tell him that the Frugal Cyborg MR3 sent you, and just tell him about my video. But I learned a lot. That's where I got the copycats and a lot of the stuff I got from on my YouTube channel. I love cooking. One of his philosophies is cook the food you love, but in a healthier way. And that's what I love. I like to look through his library. So you might want to try that. He has one every so often. So yeah, just let him know that the Frugal Cyborg MR3 sent you. Maybe we can do something together later on if the channel gets big enough. But keep yourself busy. Constantly be on your grind. Stay on your grind. I'm so busy sometimes. I mean, people ask, what do I do for a living? I mean, what I usually tell them is I do personal development and financial development. I also do personal training when I have a client. I don't give out their names, but I try to train them when I can. So guys, just keep improving. I don't know what you do to pass by time. Tonight, the day I'm recording this, I'm gonna watch one of my favorite movies, A Secret Window, which is on Netflix, which is an awesome movie with Johnny Depp. And that's my nighttime movie plan on this Saturday night, but I'm gonna upload this on a Sunday. I just want to test out how this is, and I recorded another podcast before this on audio, but I don't know if it's gonna work because I want to go back to the recording. I'm just recording in my truck, as I said. But guys, we got to keep improving. What do you need to improve in? Mine is always my physical. I always want to improve my physique. Every time I gain some weight and some muscle, I want to get leaner. I'm bulking up, leaning out, bulking up, leaning out. But here's my goal. My goal is to be as muscular, not athletically muscular, in my 40s. And I'm 37 right now. So I got like 3 more years until I hit 40. But I want to stay in shape, whether that's even doing resistant bands. Because if you ever watch Tom Brady's videos on YouTube with his trainer, Alex Guerrero, then you'll see he uses resistant bands, and I'll probably use that later on in my 40s just to stay lean. It's not about trying to impress chicks with my physique anymore. I probably did that for a couple of years in my maybe 17, 18, 19. But other than that, it's just been to stay busy, stay healthy, try to get as big as I can in my 20s. So, but I always had a goal. That personal development, always have a goal, guys. Always, like in your way of self-improvement, always have a goal, whether it's realistic or not. But always have that out there. Whether you're growing a business, keep yourself busy with your business, and just keep on growing mentally. And if you guys like this video, maybe I'll do more videos throughout the month. Do more podcast videos rather than the audio. I want to see how you guys like this one. It's just a test run right now. But guys, what's your thoughts on self-improvement? Are you focusing on self-improvement? Are you growing? Are you learning? Are you getting better at whatever you're doing? Whether it's school, whether it's work, whether it's you're an independent business owner, whatever it is, physical fitness, whether it's self-improvement or not self-improvement, self-owned businesses like arts and crafts. Maybe you have those. I know a lot of businesses are very busy. It keeps you very busy because there's so much to do, marketing and all these other things that I can't even think of. I'm kind of learning. I'm treating this like a business. I don't want to treat it as a hobby. I mean, just like one of my favorite bodybuilders, Jay Cutler, he says bodybuilding is a hobby that he made money off of. And that's what I want to do. Is YouTube is a hobby that I can make money off of. That's what I want to do, guys. And that's why I push so hard. That's why I'm recording the Culture Shock, The Narrative, the Best Guy podcast, TikTok videos. Well, TikTok I might have to stop for a bit because I want to focus more on YouTube. YouTube is harder to grow, but I want to grow it. So if you like these videos, then give it a thumbs up and comment what you do for to pass by time when you're lonely, or even if you don't get lonely, you don't have to watch this because you're lonely. You can just watch it just for entertainment, maybe background noise. But this is what I'm going to do, record in my new podcast studio right here. But I just want to have fun. I want to make this fun. And if you like the serious podcast, let me know. If you want me to have fun, I'm a fun guy. Sometimes I joke too much, but I don't want to joke too much on this one because I don't want to get flagged. FYI. But let me know what you think of this. I really want to know. Because usually if you ever seen the Purpose podcast videos, my brother was doing the camera work on that, but I'm doing the camera work on this one myself in my truck. And maybe he can come on and let me know if you want to see my brother recording when he can, or when he's back. And let me know, and I'll get Rayo back on here, and we can do that, like maybe every so often as a special guest, and he can be the co-host for that, or he can take over. But I just wanted to try this, guys, and I don't want you guys to be lonely too, because like I said in the beginning, that 50% of Americans are lonely. I don't want any of us to be lonely. And when my friends are lonely, they can call me, text me, and if they're not busy, they can come over and see me. But I try not to ever get in that state, loneliness. Sometimes okay, here's the thing I do when I'm not lonely. I'm just kind of like trying to kill time throughout the day. Sometimes I'll mop the floor. I hate mopping the floor. I hate sweeping the floor. I sweep almost every other day, but I'll mop. The other day I cleaned my bathroom. I was mopping the floor, and I was like bored, and I don't even like that. But not bored, but it was just I couldn't sleep, so I just kept myself busy by mopping. And when I really get bored, or when people say bored, I know it's like two different things people say, but when I say bored, it means I have nothing to do. I did everything I needed that I wanted to get done, and I have nothing to do. I don't want to watch movies. I just want to listen to music. So I start vacuuming. I really start vacuuming and doing other things. Tonight I might do my laundry. I don't know, maybe tomorrow, because I'm running out of shirts, but I'm wearing this shirt, so. But I'm just trying to keep myself busy so I don't get lonely. And I'm never lonely. Everyone always asks that before. They were like, don't you ever get lonely? And that's why I want to make this video. Don't you ever get lonely? And the answer is no. I'm constantly busy. When I was in church, I was a drummer. I was coming up with sermons for a sermon I was going to preach every other month, which is hard when you're kind of blind. So, and when you're drumming, you have to practice a lot more. So there's that. And helping people in Bible studies at that time. So that's three things. That's almost like the culture shock, the narrative, and the Best Guy podcast. So I'm going to push harder for this. And this is what I came up with today. It was just a spur of the moment. I wanted to do the Purpose podcast video. So the next topic, I don't know what it's going to be about. I'll come up with it tonight or tomorrow. But if you guys have any personal development topics that you want to talk about, let me know, and I'll study on it and I'll talk about it. So I'm the Frugal Cyborg MR3. If you like this kind of content, then give it a thumbs up and leave a comment and share these videos. I want to get it out everywhere. If you've seen my last short video, it's on can exercising be selfish. it has a lot of views and it's going crazy today, so I'm just watching that. So if you want, you can check that video out. I don't know, I'm gonna probably do some shorts on this and see if I can cut it, but if not, I'll see if I can do the next one. That's what I'm gonna do. And that kills a lot of time too, trying to make shorts for your videos. That takes a lot of time. Well, everyone, I don't want to take up too much of your time, because your time is valuable. So after this video, improve and leave comments, guys. This is the Best Guy Podcast, reminding you, everybody, stay awesome and be the best guy here, the best guy there, the best guy anywhere.